I have received a truly extraordinary message. A request from the Lady of the Lake herself. That's not her normal way of contacting me, but I don't miss the usual visions and the dreams. The message directed me to a place where another champion of Balor has found its way to Avalon. We must deal with the Fomorians and this vile champion.
We are at the crossroads of history. This used to be a sacred site for the ancients, then the Christians, and now the Fomorians. Again, my poor Gwendolyn. She became a keeper of the glades and paid for it dearly.
Put away your weapons. I am a servant of the Lady of the Lake. Don't judge me by my appearance. If we want to keep on fighting in Avalon these days, we must use all the means we can find. I am an enchantress of the Lady, or I used to be, but this ancient glade kept my soul alive after my body died. This land was a burial ground before the Christians came here. I am bound to this place. I will be here long after the Christians are gone. No, the cathedral was already built on sacred ground. Take a look around and marvel at the remains of the ages. No, you were sent here to help me. Don't be jealous. I will let you kill the Fomorian beast, but I am needed to make it feasible. Yes, you rush this monster as knights usually do, and you will fail and die. This glade has always had its keepers, and it makes them powerful. I am one, and that's how I survived the storm. But the first keepers were Fomorians. The Fomorians are tied to this place, which makes the champion stronger. If I could sever the bonds, the beast would be significantly weaker. I will show you the places that tie the champion here. Protect me while I perform the ritual. When I am done, you can slay the beast. I used to live here long before the Christians came. And when I say long before, I mean hundreds of years.
Who is going to need this?
More trinkets.
So it came to pass that not that long ago the Christians arrived in this land and began to raise their holy buildings. Let them build what they want, said the lady, and we obeyed. As their churches began to spread across the land, their dour priests became more demanding. My woods were cut down for lumber. They used my stones to build their towers. I would not touch those Christian remains. It could be dangerous. I'm just warning you. I won't be able to command the dead that will crawl forth. The Christians killed the trees and shattered the stones. This land always hated them. They are lost, truly lost, not like me.
I fight for honor. At your service, my lord.
Fire and steel.
I can take them all.
Your orders?
At your service, my lord.
Which one should I take?
I can take them all.
I fight for honor.
Kneel before your king. What a surprise.
The cathedral was never finished. Look at those ruins, sagging walls like broken bones. Those are the remains of a Fomorian giant beast. Look, was right. I knew it. Those ancient bones are channeling arcane energies to our enemy. The champion was here, and he is still very close. No, the bones are part of Avalon, so they are protected. When the Christians tried to shatter them, an earthquake destroyed their cathedral. That was the first time it collapsed. The bones can't be destroyed, but I think I can break the bond. That will weaken the Fomorian champion. Listen to me. I will light a balefire in the darkest night. The beasts of Balor will swarm us then, and try to tear me apart. You must protect me at all cost. The ritual will take up all my attention. I can summon the lost from the cathedral, but those Christian revenants will not follow my orders. They will fight everyone they see. You, or me, or the beasts.
Your command.
What is your command?
Your orders.
For my forefathers. For king and country. Steel.
I can take them all.
At your service, my lord.
Your command.
Kneel.
For the round table.
I fight for honor. Which one should I take?
Your orders? For king and country.
For my Camelot.
So many offerings.
Time to feed the ravens.
For king and country.
It is done. The bond has been broken. It is working. I can feel it. We must break the other bond.
At your service, my lord.
I fight for honor.
Your command.
Kneel before your king.
Which one should I take? For my forefathers.
Kneel before your king.
Your orders?
Fire and steel.
Time to feed the ravens. None can stand in my way.
For king and country.
Another notch on my blade.
The lady had many enchantresses in Avalon, but I was among the first.
I fight for honor.
Fire and steel.
I fight for honor.
For king and country.
For king and country.
Kneel before your king.
For honor. For my forefathers.
I fight for honor.
Time to feed the ravens. Your head is mine.
At your service, my lord. my forefathers. At your service, my lord.
I can take them all.
Your orders?
So many offerings. For my forefathers. Your orders? For the round table. So many offerings.
Time to feed the ravens.
We stood our ground proudly. I shall put this to good use.
The believers of the old faith revere a dozen dark gods, but Balor is so ancient that he precedes them. He was powerful, dangerous, and he always wanted to conquer our world.
Rise and shine, noble knights. I fight for honor.
Which one should I take?
None can stand in my way.
At your service, my lord.
Your command.
Which one should I take? Your command.
Kneel before your king. Swear to one now. Breath.
Deliver us from temptation.
Who is going to need this?
A long time ago, there lived two giants. They were twins, but even so, they were bitter enemies. Legend has it that Balor the king slaughtered them with his own hands when he had enough of their rotten behavior. Wait! I'm sensing something unusual here. No, it is not the bones that shackle him to this place. Hidden in plain sight. Let me take a look. A Fomorian spire! One of the fangs of Balor, as they're called. I knew there must be one hidden here somewhere, but I couldn't find it. This is bad. They are the remnants of the darkest age of Avalon, built from the cold, dead residue of worlds floating in the void. Indeed it is. The champion is attached to the spire, and he is feeding on its powers even as we speak. It ties him to the void behind the ivory gates. The champion is a living, breathing portal to the void, and his power is greatly amplified by this spire. Those are the gates that grant passage between Avalon and the complete emptiness where Balor, the Fomorian god, was exiled. I will have to, won't I? But my ritual will wake up the spire. Can you hold your ground while I am occupied with the ritual?
At your service, my lord.
For my forefathers.
None can stand in my way.
Your orders?
Your orders?
At your service, my lord.
Your command.
Fire and steel.
None can stand in my way.
For my forefathers. Your orders?
At your service, my lord.
What is your command?
Your command.
None can stand in my way.
For king and country.
Your command.
I can take them all.
Your command. Your orders. For Avalon.
For my forefathers. For king and country. For the round table.
It is done. Without that spire, he can barely summon any allies from the void beyond.
Your command.
Fire and steel.
Taste my blood.
At your service, my lord.
For my Camelot.
We fought with honor, brothers.
Deliver us from temptation. Ha!
What an interesting find. A place to stay warm.
Everyone slept well?
There he is. As you can see, he is much bigger than the rest, but still not as huge as the ancient giants. This is our best chance. Go on. Kill him. Until the champion is dead, the gates remain open. You must kill that creature.
Fire and steel.
Your orders?
Time to feed the ravens.
For king and country.
What is your command?
I can take them.
Your orders?
Your command. Your command.
Kneel before your king. Too late to run now.
Fire and steel.
I fight for honor.
Fire and steel.
For king and country.
I can take them all.
Your command.
I only dare to hope that we can be victorious. But deep in my heart, I had serious doubts. The lady chose the right warriors to save Avalon. I know that you have already achieved plenty, but your task will not end here, unlike mine. May the gods bless you. My body has rotten away and my soul is bound to this land. I will perish if I leave. Take my gift. Farewell.